Hi, this is Clara Angelina Diaz, and I want to welcome you to ClaraFying TV, episode number 2. Today, we're going to be speaking with Maty J from Digital Brands. Maty is a brand architect who helps entrepreneurs bring their businesses and their brands to the next level by applying the lean startup method. This is a method that's used in top companies, in top manufacturing companies like Toyota, and he's using it to elevate brands to the next level. I'm so happy to be speaking with Maty. Stay tuned. You're going to love this. Thank you so much for being here. This is a ClaraFying episode number 2. My name is Clara Angelina Diaz, and I am the CEO of ClaraFying Life Coaching and Consulting, bringing life and business wisdom to spiritual entrepreneurs. And today, I have the absolute pleasure of speaking to an amazing man and an amazing entrepreneur. His name is Maty, and he is a brand architect with Digital Brands. And today he's going to be talking to us about his latest venture, which I am a part of, and I am so excited to share with you, Entrepreneurs Academy. Maty, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me, girl.
So tell me about what you're up to with Digital Brands. Tell us what it's all about and your new baby, Entrepreneurs Academy.
My new passion. All right, so right now we have an academy called Digital Brands. It's basically catered directly to the entrepreneurs in this world who need help starting up their business. There's always new and existing brands that either need help optimizing or new brands that need help taking their idea and start the execution stage. So we help new brands frame their ideas and go ahead and create blueprints, which we call business roadmaps, that allow them to know the step-by-step processes they need to take their brand and ideas to the next level. So that's basically the framework of what the Digital Brand Academy offers. A blueprint, strategic roadmap, and checklist of all resources, tools, and contacts you need to go ahead and optimize and work efficiently.
Wonderful, Maty. So if I'm a new entrepreneur, so you're talking about both new entrepreneurs and existing entrepreneurs.
Exactly.
To take your ideas from just a basic idea to a true blueprint and strategy of action to profitability.
Exactly.
Right, and that is specifically what has me so intrigued about your system is creating that blueprint, because as you know, entrepreneurs, we have so many ideas. So talk to me a little bit more about this blueprint of revenue generating model and how to go about that.
All right, cool. So like you said, most entrepreneurs, they have that trouble of coming up with a lot of good ideas. They don't know how to frame it. They don't know how to take that idea into the ideation stage, into the planning stage, into the execution stage. So what we do in the academy, we allow them to go ahead and come up with good ideas, whether it's in your bathroom, shower, when you wake up. Come up with those good ideas. Let's talk about those ideas and figure out how we're going to take that idea into the ideation, into the planning stage. So for entrepreneurs that have a lot of ideas, there's a system we call the lean startup.
The lean startup
is a new philosophy and new methodology for entrepreneurs to be able to take their ideas and quickly test their ideas into the market. A lot of people don't know whether their ideas are good or not. So you want to go ahead and do validated learning to see, all right, is this idea profitable? Can I turn this idea into a business? So the easiest way to do that without wasting time and money is to take the idea and implement it into the Lean Startup methodology. What the Lean Startup methodology is 2 things. It's called building your product and service, because all entrepreneurs have basically create a solution to a problem. That solution to a problem can either be a service or a product, right? So what you want to do is you want to test that service or product to see if it actually solves a problem to the people that you think it solves the problem for. So instead of guessing and saying, okay, this is a product that people want, let's go ahead and test that method to make sure it actually does solve the problem and their needs. So what we do is we go ahead and help you build that product or service, and which is called an MVP. The MVP stands for a minimum viable product. So instead of wasting thousands of dollars trying to build a product and service, you want to build that product or service just enough so you can go ahead and launch it as soon as possible. The key is speed. You don't want to spend years and months building a website, building business cards, all these things just to find out that nobody wants your product or service, or nobody wants it at the scale that you thought it was. So you want to go ahead and build a minimum viable product, get it out to market, get feedback, as much feedback as possible, so you can test your results, test your business theories. So if somebody says, okay, the feedback is, we love your product, this is definitely needed in the market, we can go ahead and scale up now. We can start building the websites, we can start getting inventory, we can start doing this marketing materials, we can start doing advertisements. But you want to go ahead and build that system so you can test before you spend time and money building up. So that's basically the lean startup.
Well, that's Maty, that's just, amazing to me, and it's genius, because it's really about, being a true entrepreneur, being service minded. And being service minded is really like, the lean startup is all about what type of product can I create right now, right away, to solve a problem. What's my solution? And you said a minimal
viable product.
A minimal viable product to
Exactly.
see how it does in this market first. And based on the feedback, I readjust my product. And so what you're doing is taking us through this process, and then also helping to create that MVP, that minimal viable product, correct?
Exactly. That's definitely the first stage of your business.
Wonderful.
Create an MVP.
Wonderful. I'm just taken back, because I went through months of creating my business plan, and it was not a fun process at all.
Yeah, it's real simple. Most entrepreneurs, they tackle that business plan thinking they have to write a 40-page letter and try to get investors. It's really not that hard when it comes to building your roadmap. And that's why we have another thing. First, I want to give credit for the lean startup methodology to Eric Ries. He's the one who basically came up with that methodology, and it went viral in the entrepreneur.
What is his name again?
His name's Eric Ries. Yeah, so you can definitely do research on him, and he has actually have a book called The Lean Startup Methodology. It's a bestseller, but the thing is, that bestseller book and that knowledge is only targeted towards a certain niche, which is the most of the business owners and startups in Silicon Valley.
Right.
I'm trying to bring that into the urban network of the hustlers that need it the most, that literally need it the most. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where I'm connecting that bridge at. So as far as the lean startup methodology, you're going to need a business roadmap. So basically that caters to what you said about creating your business plan. Your business roadmap is basically your GPS. If I ask the entrepreneur to come with me to go to Arizona, they're not just going to jump in a car and start driving. They're first going to go look at a map, set up their GPS, figure out which car to use, figure out what's the best route. They're going to come up with that roadmap. Same thing you need to do with your business. And we came up with a 9-step system to go ahead and do that. So let me see if I can go ahead and share my screen.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. And I love, Maty, I really love how you take, these very, what can be very complex business terms, and then really make them approachable to the everyday person.
Exactly. It definitely has to be relatable. It has to be easily understood by a 5-year-old at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So do you see my screen right now? Can you see my screen?
Yes, I do, Maty. And I want you to send this form to me.
Definitely. You're definitely going to get into that process. It's definitely being part of Academy. So we have something called what is a business model canvas, which allows you to take your ideas and put it on paper so you can understand your business. So there's a 9-step process of knowing your problem, knowing the solution to that problem, knowing who you're targeting that problem and solution to, knowing what makes you unique, knowing your existing alternatives, basically who's your competition.
Right.
In order to come up with your UVP, which is your unique value proposition, you have to know what everybody else is doing. You have to do research into the people that's already in the market providing a service to the customers that you're trying to target. Once you do research on those existing alternatives, it then allows you to know, all right, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this. This is what I'm going to be doing to make myself unique, to make my service and product more valuable than what they're currently doing.
Right.
All right. So once you come up with those ideas, you then come up with a unique value proposition to target the customer segments that you feel like are in the market that need your product or service. Right. So that unique value proposition is important. Knowing your why is important. Knowing that there's a problem that exists that you are the solution to is important. Then another metric in your canvas is something called key metrics. Key metrics is crucial for entrepreneurs because most entrepreneurs, they go into business not knowing if their efforts are working or not. They base their business on what we call vanity metrics, like views. Views aren't important. Conversions are.
Right.
Converting sales are. Feedback is important. Those are some things what we call our key metrics in your business. So you'll basically, in your canvas, you'll list some of the key metrics that you're going to be tracking to measure the health of your business. Because most entrepreneurs, in my early stages of entrepreneurship, I was in a hamster wheel. I didn't know what was working. Yeah, I get stuck in my ways. Key metrics allow you to say, look at the data, so you can have validated learning instead of thinking and feeling. You want to actually know based on data.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what your key metrics do. Your channels in your business model canvas, you're going to have to list your channels. What ways are you bringing attention to your customer segments about the problem that you're trying to solve for them? Basically, of course, your channels are going to be your social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Channel will be word of mouth. Your personal contacts in your phone, email list. Those are all channels where you try to engage with people to understand that you are providing a service. You are providing a promise to the world. So those are your channels. Then we get down to your cost structure. You're going to have to, of course, in your business, you're going to have to understand what it costs, what it takes, what resources you're going to need to make sure your business is running. Are you paying rent? Are you leasing? Are you paying for your domain hosting? Are you paying for these tools and resources every month? You're going to have to understand how your business is run. Right. The last thing is revenue streams. How does your business make money? If you don't have a revenue model, your business is not a business, it's a hobby. And most entrepreneurs, they get stuck in that way. They don't know how to monetize their business. They don't know how to grow. They don't know how to expand and scale up. Knowing how you're making money is crucial before you actually start building. So knowing your revenue streams is crucial. So basically, this canvas makes it real easy for anybody to go ahead and come up with an idea, take the idea and turn it into a business. Then after you come up with your blueprint canvas model, we come in as digital brands, as brand experts and conversion specialists. We go ahead and tell you what tools you need, how your design is supposed to look, what concepts you should be looking at to come up with better ideas to make your idea even better. We tell you what tools you need, what operational tools you need to basically scale up your operation so you're not working in your business, but you're going to be working on your business. When I started my businesses, I was basically running my businesses, right? I had multiple. My businesses were running me. So let me go ahead.
I wanted to say something about what do we call this again? The revenue model.
Yeah, we call this business canvas, business model canvas. Basically,
business model canvas.
The whole entire business on paper.
Yes. You know, to me, it's so refreshing because I have a 35-page business plan. And at times, you know, there are days that I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing today? Yeah, and I know that having that one pager in front of me every day on my desk is going to make such a difference for me and for my entrepreneurs because it's going to develop, you know, one, just complete clarity of purpose to know exactly what you're supposed to be doing every day.
Exactly.
But, you know, like for you as a brand developer and for us CEOs of our own brands, you know, that we have to wear every single hat, it's so clear to us exactly what we need to do and why we're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, you know, that's my phrase, which is the most important thing. So I'm so thankful for you showing me that. And I'm going to be detailing out the steps in the video.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Because I'm, you know, as you know, I'm putting myself through visual brands and the Entrepreneur Academy because I want to be a product of the product and be able to offer it to my entrepreneurs because I think it's just so genius, that we can take what top companies use because I think this lean model was originally developed for I think it was maybe Toyota or a big manufacturing company.
Sausage company, yep.
Right? So why not take what they're doing and bring it down to what we're doing, which is, one of the biggest my reasons for being an entrepreneur is because I'm really annoyed and upset over how many entrepreneurs fail. Like I think that's just it's crazy to me.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and with such good intentions too.
All these nonprofits out here that are not making any profit. As a nonprofit, you still need to make profit, and you still need to understand how to run their business. And that's crazy to me how these nonprofits aren't getting the results that they need to get. That these businesses, these startup businesses, aren't getting the results they need to get when they have a good service, a good product. That's going to actually change the world.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. I'm totally with you on that. And I mean, I think if we had to kind of create some type of step-by-step process, usually I like to give three steps for my entrepreneurs to take, but I think it's very worthwhile for us to include in this video, those 9 steps.
Okay.
That are part of the revenue model, of that Canvas business model. Yep. Because it's these steps, like so many entrepreneurs skip them.
Skip them.
Oh my God.
I skipped them when I started my business. It took me 3 to 5 years to formulate everything. 3 years, I thought I had it, then 2 more years to say, I definitely don't have it. Right. When it comes to skipping steps. So I make sure that you have the steps that you need to basically make sure you're not wasting time and wasting money. That's the key.
Not waste time and not waste money. And again, just to recap, the first step in that process is
basically the ideation stage. Getting your ideas out of your head and allow a team of advisors or yourself to basically frame those ideas. Because entrepreneurs, their ideas gets to the point where it's all over the place. You want to make sure it's still viable, so you want to frame your ideas, then come up with a game plan, which is basically a business roadmap on how you're going to basically execute those ideas and make sure it is a viable business.
So number 1, ideation stage, speaking your ideas to a group of people in order to determine if your idea is viable. And what that means is your idea going to solve a problem?
Exactly.
That people are willing to pay money to solve?
Exactly. That's the key right there.
And then is creating the roadmap.
Exactly. You want to then go and create that roadmap. Yep.
And the roadmap is those 9 points that you just showed us, correct?
Exactly. That roadmap is those 9 dynamics of your business plan.
Okay.
How you're going to make money, who you're solving your problem to, who you're targeting, what metrics are you tracking, what is your unique value proposition, cost structure, revenue streams. Okay,
so let me ask you this. An entrepreneur that's, right now they're like somewhat successful, but they're overwhelmed. At what point, ideally, do you recommend that an entrepreneur take this step?
All new and existing brands, they all have to, the moves that they make, it all has to be the lean startup way. Nice. So if a product is built, you can be making millions with a product. But if you want to add a feature, you want to do that, add that feature the lean startup way. Everything goes back to the lean startup to make sure it's a process of testing, making sure that you're adding value, and make sure that your customers are receiving the best customer service, the best value as possible. And that's always through the lean startup methodology. It's a revolving door that always gets met. So
Maty, in life coaching, there's a similar tool called the Wheel of Life.
Okay.
And it's basically. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah, Darlene is definitely familiar with it. She puts me on game.
Yeah. So it's like the roadmap, the business roadmap is the equivalent to the Wheel of Life. I see it for the business, and the Wheel of Life for a person's holistic view of their life. So I am so thankful to have come upon this. And if entrepreneurs they wanna learn more about what you're doing and talk to you specifically and be part of the academy, where should they go, and how can they contact you?
Best place to contact me is definitely all my channels, my social media, my email, my websites, or my contacts that I have available on my website, my personal website, MatyJIday.com.
Okay, wonderful. And to conclude this interview, I feel like so many entrepreneurs, when they meet me, they want to ask me for tips right away. They're like, oh, tell me what to do. Tell me, give me that answer right now. And I feel like, the answer is always to go back to the drawing board and to creating a roadmap.
Exactly.
Do you agree?
I definitely agree, 100%. That's the number one thing. Go
Right.
back to the drawing boards.
There is no one answer, but there are ways, there are methods, and the lean business method is genius. It's the way to go these days for small to big brands. Exactly. And so this video is going to be followed up with the canvas and with all the information for Entrepreneur Academy and digital brands, and how you can contact Maty and take your brand to the next level as well. And we here at ClaraFying are going to be introducing that very soon, but why wait?
Perfect. Why wait?
So Maty, I want to thank you so much for your time.
I definitely appreciate you for allowing me to come here and talk to you about the business roadmap and the academy and myself. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Vegas.
Definitely, I can't wait for that. We can go out. Have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Maty, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Oh, you too.
This was our interview with Maty J from Digital Brands and Entrepreneurs Academy. All about how to use the lean startup method to bring your brand and your business to the next level, which means to being profitable and sustainable. I thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, feel free to share it with all your friends, like this video, and comment. I look forward to talking to you next time on ClaraFying. Thank you.